Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Pepper, and today I'll be unboxing Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition. And as you can see here, this will be the collector's edition, which looks like it includes dual-layered boards, which I'm always a big fan of, and custom storage trays, which, they're always kind of a mixed bag. Sometimes they can go through all that work and make a great looking storage system, but sometimes it doesn't really work how it's supposed to. So let's hope that's not the case here. And let's get this unboxed. This is from Stronghold Games, and it's pretty much a smaller, supposed to be quicker version of Terraforming Mars. The big game, very, very well-known game, highly rated. And first off, I really like this cover. You got a little orange, green, and blue going on. So decently colorful for a Mars game, which you'd think would just be one color of orange and that's it, but it's actually a good bit of color here. It's a pretty deep box, pretty much a whole hand's width, which I wasn't expecting, but I guess this is the collector's edition. Got a rule book, which I always like a rule book that has art on the cover, but not the game box cover art. Just a nice little thing that I appreciate, that they go the extra mile of coming up with some extra artwork, which looks like this will be a 20 page rule book here. This paper feels nice. It's not thin. It has a little bit of a finish on it, a little bit of a texture, which I like. Yeah, it looks like everything's separated and easy to read and see exactly how the game is played. But we'll have to actually read that to find out. Here's a quick start guide, so this looks like even a simplification of the rule book, which nice to have. And here are those dual layered player boards they were talking about. And yes, these are dual layered. Let's see. I don't believe they are warped really much at all, which is something that can happen. Got a little artwork on the back, which is always nice. But yeah, these are nice. They feel really nice. It's actually pretty average thickness to the layers, I would say. Some dual-layered player boards are a little thin. Some are very, very thick. I would say this is about in between. Pretty average. But yeah, really nice. I love the different colors. Very easy to tell them apart. If you're colorblind, I'm not sure there's much symbology here to tell which of these tracks is which, other than these areas over here, which even then I don't know if the symbology is that clear, since these are all just kind of square symbols with unique symbols in them. I don't know if I couldn't tell the color apart, if I could really tell them apart from the symbol by a quick glance. But I know red and green are a little troublesome when it comes to colorblind. So I'm not sure, but this might be a problem. But thankfully I don't suffer from that. Got the player board here, which is reminiscent of the Terraforming Mars big game, base game player board with or main board with the map of Mars in the middle, with the different tracks, with the temperature and oxygen level around it. So yeah, this definitely gives me the feel of that board, but it's kind of cool how it's looking at it a little more from space. Next up, we have some cardboard pop-outs. These seem to be decently thick cardboard. I would say they're pretty average, but yeah, good quality cardboard. Again, very colorful. I really like that. Got some tiles down here, some little hexes. Maybe those are multiplayer tokens for your Looks like trees here. Haven't played Terraforming Mars in a while, or really I haven't played it that much at all, so I don't know if that's something recognizable. But yeah, I guess you'll be gathering those throughout the game. And you've got these different action tokens, different things that you can do in the game, I believe. And I think there's something where players will choose which ones they want to do on a certain turn, and they do that privately, and everyone reveals, and everyone gets to do all of the revealed actions. So kind of trying to think of what other players are going to want to do, and so that you can maybe not do that, have them do that for you, or lay that tile for you, and you get to take both the actions you want. Sort of pretty intriguing concept, if that's how it works. I'm not really sure. These look like the tiles that will go out onto the map, where I believe they're there, and you pick them up once you claim one, and I'm guessing you gain the benefit on the flip side. Got some cubes here, some plastic cubes. Got some blue plastic cubes, some green, yellow, and red. Which these are good quality, I mean standard see-through translucent plastic cubes. I wonder if these do go in this dual layered board. Let's see. Yes, they do. Oh boy. Trying to look at this through the camera screen, and it's very hard to tell what I'm even doing with my hands. Okay. So yeah, those kind of snap into place there. They are budgeable, but I think it holds it just enough that it won't be moving too easily. And here we've got some corporation cards. Pretty cool artwork there. Phase, project. So these must be showing representing the different parts of the game. So maybe you set those out and put a corporation on there, put some phases on there. Who knows? Here are some reference cards, which looks like one for each player. I love when they do that, and it's not just one sheet, or maybe not even a sheet, just the back of the rule book. That's always a little disappointing. And this is the card game, so there are bound to be quite a few cards, and it even looks like there's a little filler here for maybe holding room for possible expansions, or just keeping everything in place. These are development cards. Let's hope I can get this open. Maybe I won't have to use my tool. Ooh, maybe. I'm gonna probably have to use this. Okay, that's not even working. We might be here for a while. There we go. It's going to take longer to open these cards than it would to terraform Mars. There we go. Ooh, and immediately I feel a little bit of a texture on these cards. I like that. It's not just plain smooth cards. So yeah, I believe these will be the cards that each player will get, and you'll kind of select which one that you wanna, what action you wanna take on that turn. But yeah, again, I really like the colors here. And here are, I believe, the different corporations, maybe? Mining Guild. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, that looks like quite a bit of variability, different corporations, and here are all the different cards that you'll be able to draft or build during the game. I really like the artwork here. I like any artwork that, even if it's not needed, that kind of represents what the title of the card is. Water import from Europa. You got some water there being imported from Europa, I assume. But yeah, the symbology looks pretty good. Some things are familiar here, some of the symbols and the money icon. But yeah, it looks like it's got symbology for the action as well as an explanation of the action, which I always really like, because I know, especially first learning a game, first playing it, the symbology doesn't always stick after the first read of the rulebook. So it's nice to have an explanation there, just in case. But yeah, good quality cards. Looks like we've got more. Let's get this open. It's like I got the flap and I tear it, but then it just rips that flap off. Come on. There we go. But yeah, I really like the backs of these cards. It just looks like more and more of these cards. Got some green ones, some blue ones, some orange ones, some purple ones, I believe, maybe? No, I think those are just symbols in the game. But yeah, this looks like a ton of different cards. Lots of replayability I'm seeing here. And we've got even more cards, which I think we'll open. Why not? Again, I just ripped off a little bit of plastic there. Just a really cool tool. I think this is supposed to be to remove tags from clothing, but it works really well to kind of get in there and cut through the plastic without damaging any cards. Release of inert gases. Been there. But yeah, just tons and tons of cards. Actually, I want to look up in the rulebook how many cards are in this. It looks like 208 cards. So that is quite a few. That's probably near the top for most cards in our collection of games. You've got some storage trays here, which I assume these will be for the different resources. Not sure. So what were there? There were 4 different colors of resources, so this should be able to easily hold those. The tops don't stick on there too much, which is fine. I mean, it seems like this box will be pretty full and keep those lids on there. Second to last, we have these pretty nice gigantic bags. Not sure exactly what those will be used for. But we also have an okay insert. It's not too inspired here. It's just a pretty much divider here. But there's a little artwork, which is always just enough to maybe keep that in the box without us removing it. And lastly here, we have some more resources. I'm not sure exactly what they are. I think they are money. I think it's probably 1, 5, and 10 worth. But these, I believe these are special to the collector's edition. I think they might have just been normal cubes, but these ones are actually kind of marbled looking, which kind of remind me of the combat dice and Dwellings of Eldervale, which I really love that look to dice and to these cubes. Sorry, I'm kind of casting a shadow there. But yeah, these are a bronze color. I really like the look of these. And you've got some silver here. Which, again, this is just really, really cool look to have for a resource. Definitely really like that over just a plain gray cube or a plain yellow cube to have that detail. And here's the gold as well as a couple clear ones. These are really, really cool looking. I really, really dig this look. Let's get some of each of them in the hand here. But yeah, I would say these are on par with even the metal cubes in Terraforming Mars base game. I really, really love the look of these. Yeah, very cool. So overall, with the pretty cool, really cool artwork and all the colors in the game, the amazing resource cubes there, storage trays, and dual-layered player boards with so many cards, over 200 cards to explore. I am very excited for Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition, the Terraforming Mars card game. Thank you for watching. If you played this game and Terraforming Mars, tell us which one you prefer. I'm not the biggest fan of the original game. I feel it's a little long for me, a little too complicated. So this was exactly what I was looking for. And hopefully it meets all my expectations. Leave a like below if you enjoyed this. Even consider subscribing to see future content and maybe probably a first impressions of this game, as well as possibly a review. As always, lastly, don't forget to keep on nibbling on our content.